Happy New Year, and welcome to your Spring 2009 edition of Rowan University's TechCast. I'm Eileen Stutzbach.
And I'm Carlton Hughes.
This semester, we have a truly exciting show packed with a lot of Rowan technology news, information, and updates.
At the Information Resources Division-wide meeting earlier in January, Bruce Klein, the Director of Networks and System Services, let us know that the campus-wide wireless project continues to move on, and that about 74% of the indoor wireless spaces have been completed. The Student Center, Linden, Esby, and Campbell Library are the only buildings left to finish up this part of the project, and they'll be online by the end of this semester. NSS has also installed 144 virtual servers that save the university thousands of dollars in hardware cost, and not only that, they will also make the university greener. This is because there are fewer actual computers taking up space and power. NSS will also be upgrading the Blackboard card swipe system used to make transactions with your Rowan card. This will allow for better account management. Also, the residents of the new student housing on Rowan Boulevard will be able to use the cards as keys to gain access into their apartments.
NSS also installed a redundant data center, which is now up and running in Campbell Library. This backup center will give the university two separate locations where servers are housed. Theoretically, if there is a malfunction in one location, the other location will switch into action at the drop of a dime.
Enterprise Information Systems will also be busy this semester working on a document management system that will allow the university to scan documents directly into a database. Right now, they have the registrar busy scanning in forms. These documents will be accessible electronically to anyone that needs them and has the credentials to view them. EIS will also be bringing more printing in-house in an effort to reduce the cost of sending printing jobs off campus. The center also offers color printing to students, so if you need something printed, before you do anything, call the folks down at Duplicating. Their prices are more than competitive, and you can pay by placing money on your Rowan card.
This semester, EIS will also roll out DegreeWorks, an advising and enrollment management tool. DegreeWorks will help in curriculum planning and classroom utilizations. Colleges can now pinpoint current and projected course enrollments.
Well, we don't have any lab upgrades to report, but what we can say about the labs is that with the new laptop initiative, we should be reducing the amount of labs in this coming semester. We'll have more on the laptop initiative a little later in our Focus On segment.
The new Information Resources training schedule is out for spring 2009. The training website has just been redesigned and reorganized to include hundreds of classes, videos, web links, handouts, and recommended readings. Every year, Rowan's engineering department sponsors an annual Lego League tournament. Brilliant little minds from around South Jersey show off their ingenuity with these small building blocks. Let's take a look at this year's tournament.
We added a wheel into the skid.
Why did you do that?
Because the skid was dragging it along and it created more friction and made it go slower. Grace's professionalism is helping each other out, being a good sport, and acting responsibly and respectively to everybody else.
I think we need to stop blaming each other on what we're doing to the earth and just start acting.
So the other teams better be on guard against the ninja bots. Good job, guys.
Team number 4227, Team Morgan, congratulations.
The Innovative Design Award goes to Team 7037, Climatic Meltdown.
The award goes to Biohazard.
Morgan Team Sogo.
Next up is a segment we call Spotlight On, where we talk to faculty about how they're using technology in their curriculum. This semester, Eileen talks to Bill Wolf, professor of writing arts, and about how he's using Web 2.0 technologies such as social networking, social bookmarking, blogging, and wikis to teach writing.
Hi, I'm here with Bill Wolf, writing professor from Communications Writing Arts. And what is your area of expertise in your research, your scholarly area of expertise?
My scholarly area now is moving towards Web 2.0 literacy, how Web 2.0 technologies are transforming writing.
And how is technology influencing writing?
We're seeing, as a result of Web 2.0 technologies like blogs, wikis, and a variety of other ones, we're seeing new forms and new genres of writing emerging as a result of those.
And is this enhancing students' writing skills?
I think it's making it different. I think it's enhancing in many ways in that they're learning new genres of writing, like text messaging is a new genre of writing, blogging, microblogging, these are all new genres of writing that are different than traditional academic writing, but they can use the skills that they learn in these new genres to enhance their academic writing. So it's not taking away from writing, and I think it's a mistake to think that students and people will no longer write in more formal ways, but it is asking students to think differently about the nature of language and what writing can do in different mediums. And it's also asking students to take into consideration the role that technologies, software applications play in the generation of text. I ask students to use a variety of different online Web 2.0 technologies. The first one is blogging. Blogging is a genre of writing that is going to be, I think, continuing to be more and more important as people are putting their ideas online and as information continues to be exchanged, which is where the future is. So blogging is not just about writing, and a lot of students come in thinking that blogging is about like a journal. It's like an online journal where they just talk about what's going on in their daily lives. And while there are blogs that do that, we talk about this in terms of how blogging facilitates the exchange of information. So students use a variety of different ways to do that, and they think about what writing is. This is a blog called Unfit for Print, so they're thinking about what writing is and what is the nature of print and what is being put online. This is primary writing majors. And we can see that there are a variety of different kinds of posts. We have the traditional, just regular text posts in there, and we have ones that are more image-based. And what is nice about this and what we talk about in class is how individual posts are created based on what the goals are for the individual post. So this individual post was talking about photographs. So it would make sense to have photos in this post versus just text. And a post can have video in there and text accompanying. So we're seeing that basically students in creating these blogs are creating a multimodal text where we have a variety of different modes, images, video, words, all working together to facilitate the exchange of information. In wikis, for example, Wikipedia, it's basically you have a collaborative writing environment where multiple people can edit the same exact space and create web pages. Sophomore Engineering Clinic, it's a course that's taught by 9 different faculty members, 5 from engineering and 4 from writing arts. And we needed a space for us to coordinate all the work that we were doing. So we created this wiki site that would host all of the course information for the class, so all the different course projects, and all the different faculty could go and update and edit this site at the same time. And so what's nice about the wiki is that this is asking students to think about how writing is collaborative. It's not just a single person sitting and designing something or sitting and writing something. It's a group project, and they're all responsible for this space. And this is our 2nd year using the wiki, and it's really been a great success because we can really see how teams are thinking about their designs. For a course called Writing Research Technology, we used something called social bookmarking. And through this CSS bookmarking list using a site called Digo, which is a social bookmarking space like Delicious, but it's much more robust, and I enjoy using it. Students can pool their knowledge. So they can go out and, so here's a student who found information about CSS margin properties. And so if you are interested in learning about CSS margins, you don't have to go online to do the search. You can look within the bookmarking list itself. So all the students have access to this bookmarking list, and they can go through and find that. I also use something called an RSS reader. And what this is, it's a site that allows you to subscribe to different blogs or news sources, and instead of having to go back out and find them every time you go to your reader, the latest information is sent to you. We've got different profiles and videos, all things that they're interested in and make up their identity, but it's all located in one area. So they no longer have to go and spend hours saying, oh, what was going on in this blog, or what's going on in this blog, or what's going on in this space. It's all brought to them, and then if they want to learn more about it, they'll just click on that particular link. So these are some of the primary technologies that I use in most of my classes. Most of the classes do use blogging. Most of them use a NetVibes or an RSS reader or a social bookmarking site in some way. Now, video is now being thought of in our field as a form of writing. This semester in my Writing Research Technology course, each student is going to get a little flip video camera, and they are going to be going and creating oral history compositions. They're going to compose a video oral history where they're mashing up sound, the video, still images, other video footage, and putting that together to create a seamless composition. We're going to have our own online YouTube community where they're going to be posting their drafts online. They're going to be responding to each other through video online, and it's going to be open to the whole world community to actually look at them and see them as they're proposing them. So it's expanding that process once again.
Now we'll focus on some technologies being used here at Rowan that you may not know of or you may want to know more about. This fall, incoming freshmen will be encouraged to purchase university-issued laptops. We recently spoke with Tony Mordowski from Information Resources and theater professor Tom Fusco about the laptop initiative.
There is a laptop initiative committee that has been jointly put together by the provost and the faculty senate, where we're meeting with vendors trying to decide how we can get a program in place, just a recommended program for fall, where students would buy through a university-hosted website directly from the vendor a series of recommended PCs that would come with the university image and much of the university software preloaded. We've actually acquired laptops for 2 full classes and tablet PCs for another. And the faculty are going to see what the teaching aspect of that is, and we're going to be looking at from the standpoint of, can we build the virtual labs, meaning literally emulate the equivalent of a physical lab but up on the network using what's called virtualization software.
That way everyone can go out and just work on the project and not worry about the hardware or software issues.
We currently have well over 30-some computer labs, all of which take space. If we look at those labs and we look at the potential for moving some of those labs back into any given classroom, if every student had a laptop, then any classroom on this campus could become a computer lab.
Basically, if everyone has their own lab, their own laptop computer, then it's a bunch of portable labs. You could take your whole class and move it to wherever you need to go.
Now, what are the issues of using laptops in the classrooms on a daily basis, both inside and outside that classroom? What kind of support requirements are needed?
We're working on trying to get as much information to and from the people who are doing the work and the people who are going to be using the laptops. So we've created a listserv on which everyone's invited to please participate on. We can post questions, and the other people on the listserv, you can get a direct response. So if you have a question about the wireless network, Bruce is looking at that, and he can actually reply to you directly and tell you exactly what's going on. We're also gathering this information and compiling a bunch of questions. What we want to do is find out what do the faculty want to do, and then we'll figure a way to support that.
Last semester, Rowan announced the use of a new technology that will allow Rowan's Public Safety Department to scan the campus for perpetrators of interest to authorities. Carlton talked to Tim Mishner, Assistant Vice President for Public Safety and Emergency Management, about this license plate recognition system and how it will help the university.
How does this system work?
The system works by a series of cameras that are infrared cameras. They're mounted either on a fixed post, such as a telephone pole, bridge abutment, any place that is just a fixed location. They have to have a power source. They're wireless. From there, they'll send out a signal to a central command, which is up here at the dispatch center, and that's where the information is processed. It's run through a daily list of wanted vehicles. That list is updated on a daily basis. There's about 250,000 vehicles in that database, and they're basically wanted cars, wanted people, and any other list we want to put in. So if we want to put in gang members, known gang members in the vehicles they drive, we can actually put that information in that database. Once a vehicle goes through a camera area, it's recorded, and an alert will sound if it's in violation or if it's a wanted vehicle or a stolen vehicle or any of the indexes we put in place. And then the dispatch would alert police cars in the area, that vehicle's in the area. They would then search for that vehicle and find it. The second application, we're mounting 3 cameras on one of our police cars. This car can go in through our parking lots, anywhere on or off campus, and photograph every vehicle it passes. And this system will do 3,500 cars a minute. So it actually takes a picture of the license plate, it gives you the color of the car, and will GPS where it is at the time the picture was taken. And again, the same thing applies there. It gives the officer in the car an alert right where he is, so he can take immediate action when that vehicle passes him.
How will this help public safety?
It'll help us in a lot of ways. First, if you remember what's occurred in the last couple of years, if we had the system in place the last couple of years, if we had a good enough vehicle description in both instances, we would have been able to capture the tag. That would give us the owner information. That would help investigators tremendously. The armed robbery we had last year on Veterans Day, we know that vehicle left parking lot J. It either went west or east on 322. We know because there was another robbery afterwards, it went west on 322. If we had that system in place, it would have captured that vehicle, and we could have learned our identity much sooner than we did.
Now, is this going to be license plates that are in a system, or is it nationwide license plates?
That are nationwide. It covers all 50 states plus Canada and Mexico. And the company we're using is ELSAG North America, and they have over 5,000 installations worldwide. A lot of them are overseas. They have about 1,000 installations in the United States. There's none in South Jersey that I'm aware of, but I know the Gloucester County freeholders are looking at a system for Gloucester County in 2 different places. We should be the first operating system in Gloucester County. While this may appear to be a new technology, it's used every day in South Jersey and elsewhere in the country. It's used for school buses. So if a person passes a school bus, they'll mount these cameras on the school bus in areas where they have a problem, and it'll record the violation and take pictures. Not only of the license plate, they have a system where it'll take a picture of the driver as well. So obviously they can impact on that. The red light cameras here in Washington, D.C. and in Philadelphia use the same technology. When you go through Easy Pass, it's the same type technologies. So whenever you go across a toll bridge, that's the technology they're using. They can actually refine it and use it for speeding. So if you enter the turnpike in one place and get off at another place, it can actually calculate your speed through that distance, and you can be issued a citation. They're not using that technology yet, but it's there and it's available. Amber Alerts, it could be used for. Introduction of terrorist activity. So if there's a terror watch list where license plates are associated, it can key on that as well. All these databases are available for downloading. Since we're a law enforcement agency, we have that ability to capture that information and put it in our database on a daily basis. So you can see it's got a lot more uses than just what we're using it for initially. Some of the concerns I've heard people raise are Big Brother is coming to town. And that's a fear we all have, including myself. You know, no one wants to be followed or watched every minute of the day. In reality, you're out in the public. It's the same thing as if you had 35 police officers on the street. You're doing the same thing. You're looking at a tag, and you're running that tag information. This just automates that process. So instead of one officer running one tag an hour, we can run 3,500 tags a minute. So it's just a much more thorough way of getting that information. But it's not meant to invade people's privacy. It's out on the public streets and highways, and its information is available to anyone that's on the street as well. So I don't think we're taking advantage or entering the Big Brother mentality. Now, can it be abused? Anything can be abused. You know, we're not going to do that. This is a law enforcement purpose.
President Obama is bringing to the White House many of the interactive web technologies that helped him win the presidential election. The weekly presidential address is now recorded as video and available on YouTube. The White House website has also been redesigned to enhance communications and provide transparency, and includes a blog, RSS feeds, and a briefing room. The White House will publish all non-emergency legislation to the website for 5 days and allow the public to review and comment before the president signs it. And our 44th president is still clinging to his BlackBerry. In an interview with CNN, Obama said, "I want to be able to hear voices other than the people who are immediately working for me. I want them to be able to reach out and send me a message about what's happening in America."
The annual Consumer Electronics Show, held every January, is always full of shiny new gadgets that can steal the attention of any technology addict. As we do every year, we've been following it closely, and here are a few pieces of technology that are worthy to be mentioned in our upscale production we call the Rowan University TechCast. Now this is for the last 2 or 3 people that don't have cable or satellite TV. And you have to change your TV channels like this. Remember, on February 17th, analog television signals will no longer be broadcasting. You'll have to upgrade your TV, move to another part of the world, or hope to get a coupon for one of these digital converter boxes. For more information, visit the government's DTV website at www.dtv.gov.
Carlton, what's new with Apple?
Unfortunately, I don't have anything new to report at this time. Thank you. Go on without me.
It's important for those in education to keep up with new trends by attending conferences and training. Will you stop that? Now, although it seems like it's getting more difficult to find the money to travel, here's a list of upcoming conferences that we think you'll enjoy.
Well, that's it for this episode of Rowan University's TechCast. We'll see you in the summer. I'm Carlton Hughes.
And I'm Eileen Stutzback. Have a great semester.